The following program is rated GE. It is suitable for general family viewing.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Realtor, and this is where I tell you we go around, we move around and we make sure that we bring you everything that pertains to construction as far as matters real estate are concerned. Now today I'm somewhere, and why I'm here, I believe my background can almost preempt what I have for you today, and what I have for you is just a part of construction material. My name is Robert Dongo, and I'm here just to brief you and to bring to your attention some new models, and they are not so new, but how well can you use them just to make your space beautiful, attractive, and more so comfortable, especially when it comes to rainy season. Now, I'm not alone because I'm not an expert as usual. I'm joined by an expert, and of course, this expert is a brain behind what you can see right behind me, on the left, on the right, and she's here to bring this to your attention. Karibu sana, madam.
Asante sana.
Wow. Good to be here.
Thank you.
As we call ourselves, a huge share.
Huge share concretes.
Okay, karibu sana. I want you to say hi and tell us who you are, what you do here. Then we just get to know what is all this.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So my name is June Gadhoni. I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for Huge Share Concretes Limited. So I enforce selling and making sure that we are actually making noise about what the products that we actually have.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What are these products maybe?
So we are a manufacturing and supply company. So we manufacture concrete solutions.
Wow.
What do I mean by concrete solutions? So we do Cabros, we do paving tiles, and we also have precast solutions. Yes.
Now, I believe viewers you there, and you've been wondering, where are these Cabros? Where are these pavement blocks? Are they pavement blocks or paving blocks?
They are paving blocks.
Paving blocks, yes, it's paving blocks. And you've been wondering, how do I get them? How are they made? What is the importance, or how good are they the moment in my space? Now, she is here to make it easy for you to understand all these, and you must ride with the new trends. She is here. Thank you so much, Jane. Kindly, make us understand what are Cabros to start with.
Okay. So Cabros are concrete paving blocks. Other people know them. It's easier for the layman to understand Cabros. When I say concrete paving blocks, you might wonder what we are talking about. So they are concrete, and we actually encourage our consumers to put them for parking spaces. You can have them for footpaths. You can have them in commercial spaces, maybe kwa petrol stations. I'm sure you've seen them. Petrol stations, that's for the ordinary Cabros. Petrol stations, in homes, in residential areas, for driveways and whatnot. So that is exactly what we mean by Cabros and where we actually place them.
Right.
Yes.
And that's the general understanding of Cabros and all these. And we call them concrete. You've called them concrete solutions. Right. Now, first things first, do we have types of these Cabros, or is just one block of the same?
Oh, that's a very good question. Right. So we have, our company, we specialize in two types, okay? We have the colored Cabros and we have the ordinary Cabros. So in our colored Cabros, we have around 6 types that we manufacture and we supply. I will just list them for, maybe there are people who actually know them, and for someone who doesn't know them, this is class 101, okay? So we have diamond. For the colored Cabros, we have diamond, we have arrow, we have trihex, we have Venus, we have platinum, and we actually have hexagon.
Wow.
Okay?
As exciting, okay.
Yes. So that is classification for the colored Cabros. And then for the ordinary Cabros, right now we only have, in progress, we have 4 types. So we have the quad, we have the shell, we have the tri-star or hexagon, and we have, I said quad, tri-hex, shell, and Quad. Yes.
We work with that.
We'll work with that at the moment.
Yes.
Those ordinary ones are the ones that you actually see in petrol stations. Maybe in residential homes, you would see them from the entry point to driveways and into people's households.
Right.
Okay. Under the colored Cabros, a few factors that our consumers need to know is that different designs, when I mentioned diamond arrow, those are different designs. They're different paving block designs, and they have different components to them. So for example, when I talk about diamond, I'm talking about what is the strength of our diamond, what is the strength of our arrow. So at the moment, our concrete solutions have 60 millimeters in terms of thickness. So that's very important to note.
So I would love us to take it one step at a time. And she has explained the shapes, or rather the I would call them shapes.
Yes.
And now she's getting deeper into maybe letting us understand in terms of thickness and firmness of this same Cabro. And because what we have here are in, what do you call this?
Bundles.
Bundles.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they in TOFs?
This is 10 square meter bundles.
Okay.
Yes.
Aha.
Yes.
So we're in bundles. I want to have one of these. Let me have this one. This is exactly what we have. And when we talk about thickness, we're talking about from here to here?
Yes.
Yes. And take us there.
So this one is called uni or zigzag. Okay. This is a very common paving solution. Like I was saying, you will find it in petrol stations, in people's homes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So some of the questions that clients ask us is, number one, what is the thickness? This is medium duty. When I say 60 mm, I mean medium duty, okay? At the moment, we are only doing medium duty, but there are plans underway for us to start doing heavy duty. That is 80 mm. Okay, and the medium duty are the ones that you actually find in petrol stations. Petrol stations and those, places where there's a lot of movement for trucks, like there's a lot of heavy engagement. They prefer the heavy duty. But this one, I can assure you, can put it in your home, in your residential area and whatnot. So the strength for it is 60 mm. That is important to note. That's the thickness. Then when you're talking about actually the strength, we do 35.5 kilonewtons and above.
I bet I'm already lost. Kilonewtons, I'll be lost completely. I believe this technical part of it belongs to you. And as some viewers there will be asking, when you talk about 60 mm and this medium, is that medium? Yes, medium duty. She's saying, June says that she has plans to have 80 mm. That will be what? Heavy duty. And then that is what we normally find where we have heavy traffic. And she's giving an example in petrol stations where we have a lot of trucks, in bridges where the Cabros are required. We talk of heavy duty. But at the moment, what I'm having here is 60 mm, and this is what is recommended for your compound, your driveways, hotels.
Footpaths, if you want to actually, if you have a footpath and you're thinking of having something that will last for a minute, this can actually work for you.
And now, June, while we are here, tell us, why do we need to use these as opposed to our traditional way of doing? Maybe, some do rock dust, others the barras, and we are good to go, there's no dust. Why should we come this way?
Now, there are so many reasons as to why we actually advise you to use our concrete or to use concrete solutions or paving blocks. Number one, we talk about durability. The moment you put this uni or zigzag in your space, I can assure you it can actually withstand like heavy weather conditions. It will last for a long time. So the next time you're actually thinking of maybe doing Cabros, I'm talking about years to come, okay? It's actually low maintenance, and like places where you always have to clean and to worry about the decoloration of it. So low maintenance, durability, they come in different designs. They're beautiful, as you can see. Wow. That's zigzag. I mean, if you just want to add some glamour to your space, this is what you use. And here's the thing about this paving solution.
On a normal home, June, you've said you've talked about longevity or durability. How long in just a normal home setup should this last?
Years, I'm talking about years.
Yes.
Unless maybe, because we've had clients who maybe wamezoea kukua na ordinary Cabro, and then maybe they want to spice things up. Right. So maybe they want to opt for the colored ones. Okay. So that's the only time maybe you'll have to swamp it up or kuzitoa. But normally we're talking about years. You'll keep them, and then this is an investment you'll do.
And you forget about
and
it.
you actually
No, remember, we're talking about concrete solutions, and this is why we have to do away, maybe, or replace grass, ballast, you replace rock salt with something that is durable, and that is why we are here at Huge Share Concrete Solutions. And we're just here to let you know and understand that these things are not magical. It's just a combination, and maybe we shall be digging deep into understanding what components do you have in these kind of a solution, and more so how can you get them, and also in terms of placing them, in terms of quantities. What do you need to understand about quantities, how many can fit in your space? And I believe after this you'll be running after her, simply because she has this one solution. June, before we go for break, tell us, apart from this zigzag, you had mentioned some other. Yes. Are they all meant for any space, or you have for specific spaces?
Actually, they can fit any space that falls within the category of needing a concrete solution. Okay? So, for example, like for driveways and for pavements and for commercial spaces and whatnot, they all fall under the same category, and they all do the same thing. So it's just a matter of type, color, and your preference. That is what will determine what goes where.
Now this goes to ladies. When it comes to colors and preference and what you want right outside your kitchen, she's here. And that's what we shall be discussing right after this short break. Don't go away. Welcome back. This is a Realtor, and today we are discussing this very product that is crucial when it comes to your pavings and pavements, driveways, name it, call it. We are here at a Huge Share, who are manufacturers of concrete solutions. And you know what? I'm with June, who is an expert and the brain, as I told you, behind all what you can see, just to shed some light on how we can use these, how we can have them, and why we need to use them as opposed to other materials that we could be having traditionally, or even compare what you have even in the new market as far as the real estate is concerned. Welcome so much, June. We are back. Tumekuwa ukituambia mambo ya the safety when it comes to these Cabros, and kindly I believe these are very special and critical feature when it comes to usage of this product. Kindly take us there, safety.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Where they so they off for them.
For your space. And maybe you can tell us, in the event that we don't get to 14 days of watering, what are the consequences?
Oh, we will have breakages if they don't get the certified, the required water that they need. They will get breakages. They won't be up to quality. And our standard is after production, because we are here for you. We want to give you value for your money. And how do we give you value for your money? We have to make sure that production and post-production go through the required processes that are put in place. Watering is very, 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 very important.
I'm sure some of us have seen out there during normal constructions, the walling and plastering, a lot of watering during then, and I believe it is the same mechanism that takes place here. And June, maybe you can tell us now that we have 10 square meter borders. Somebody will be asking, what quantity do I need for my space? how do you go about it, advising your clients, or how is it now that Robert wants Cabro?
Okay. So if Robert inquires that he actually needs Cabros, I need to find out, do you know your space in square meters? If Robert tells me no, I don't know what my space is, well, guess what, Robert? I have a solution for you. We have certified fundis who actually come and do site visits, okay? So they visit your ground and it's free. So we don't charge for site visits. So we actually come to your ground, we survey, our fundis take the measurements, okay? Once we have Robert's measurements, then I'm able to advise you. Now, Robert, we have different types of Cabros. Which one are you interested in? If you want the uni or the quad, that's just the ordinary Cabros, I will tell you that uni has different pieces that go into a square meter. Quad has different pieces that go into a square meter. Once you have that information, and depending on your square meter, we are able now to come up with a plan and say, I would advise you to take uni, or I would advise you to take quad or the colored Cabros. Then we go ahead with the process of installation, supply, and whatnot.
Right. So I don't have to bother about my space. You can come and advise accordingly. In the same survey, do you advise the type of Cabros that I need?
Yes, if you don't, some clients have preferences, right. Some come knowing what they want, but if you don't know, now I will show you the different types that I have. I will show you the different designs that these types will actually create. So depending on what you see and what you like and what I have in stock, now I'm able to advise you, take this because this is what we have, and this will either beautify your space or it will work in accordance to your preference.
All right, and I believe some viewers there will come from different backgrounds in terms of soil type. You'll find some will be on sand, others on, the red soil, others on clay, black cotton. How do you go about this, and what's your advice as far as this factor is concerned?
Now, that's very important because knowing your ground and your soil type will help me advise you and tell you, I wouldn't want you to take for example, if we're going for the colored Cabros, I wouldn't advise you to go with the all natural type, because again, in terms of cleanliness and maintenance and whatnot, that might become an issue. So depending on where you're at and your location, I will tell you, we have different colors, for example, and these different colors will match up to your ground, okay? So if I tell you I have the black and the yellow and the red type of pattern, and then you tell me kwako ni kwa red soil, I'll be like, okay, that is fine. I think you'd be able to maintain it well. But then if you insist that you want the all natural and maybe you have red soil, then I will advise you, please make sure that you're also maintaining cleanliness. You're constantly cleaning to make sure that you don't come and say, oh my gosh, future walituzia Cabros zenye zinaenda zina stain, or they, just.
And maybe on that point, before we leave it, June, there are people who'd now maybe going by the trends they have in the painting, the normal painting industry, whereby I can go and say, this is a shade I want, and they'll make it for me. Does that happen with you?
We don't paint. Now for our colored Cabros, during production, there is the whole coloring that happens, okay? It's not exactly paint. So during the mixing of the cement and whatnot, so there's cement and then there's the oxides. So for example, if you come here and tell me, I want trihex in red. So production process will be the red oxide, simiti, it will all go hand in hand. Okay.
So you customize, or rather you make it at the point of production.
That happens in production.
And at that particular time, is it possible for me to say the color I want across board? I get it. Wow. I've gotten it. Now, remember we are talking about Cabros and pavings, or other paving blocks, and this is all you need for your spaces when it comes to, segmenting or dividing your spaces. Also, reinstating your parking spaces, your gardens, whatever it is, your driveways. We are talking about concrete solutions. And we are at Huge Share, where we are getting some tips from the brain, or rather from the person who is right doing it here on ground. And now, June, when you talk about this, and we are done with designs, with colors, and with all these, and we have experts going to the ground. Now, tell me, when it comes to, you know, the sizes, is it, does it implicate the same on costing?
We have standard. It's important to note that we sell per square meter.
Okay.
And a square
Right. Right. Wow, thank you. And finally, before we leave logistics and all this, we're talking about different shapes, different weights, and also different costing. How is the whole issue of inflation, you know, the nose diving kind of economic taking you as far as this business is concerned? The uptake generally. Wow, and you know, I believe that with all these things that you're doing, the logistics, you know, the production part of it, we may not fit it in one episode. Probably someone there want to know where you are and where you are found.
Yes.
Where? Right.
So
Right.
we also have to.
Wow, thank you so much.
Asante sana.
And if you didn't get it, kindly interact with us on our social media handle. That is the Realtor TV47. And any question or concern that you could be having, we'll direct it to her and she'll respond accordingly. Just go there, post your question, and definitely it will be answered. Thank you so much for keeping it the Realtor. Until next time, I've been your host, Robert Dongo. God bless you.